Here you go, Jenkins, for your road trip. I've invented this portable jump pack tyre inflator torch system. Yeah, yeah, you might need to find a compressor and an airline to run that. But yeah, here you go, portable. Oh, don't forget the battery. Oh, here you go. Hello, welcome to Tweed's Garage. Well, in this video, we're doing a product review. Don't do them very often. Only sort of do them if I think it might be something that you might be interested in. And if I find it useful, you might find it useful. So yeah, company reached out, Asmax reached out and said, oh, if we send you this along, we have a little look at it and have a go. And I said, yeah, okay. So they sent it along. I got it down on the bench. So we'll do an unboxing because that's what all the young people do. Yeah, and have a look at it and then we'll go from there. All right, so down to the bench. So this is the latest thing, trying Asmax Smart Air Pump. Allegedly does car, motorcycle, bicycle and ball. And there's the pressures it works to, up to 41 psi on cars, 44 on motorcycles, 120 on bicycles, and 14 on balls. Don't want too much pressure in your balls. Right, what else? Digital tyre pressure monitoring. It's got a torch on it, power bank feature, auto shut off, preset pressure setting. Right, let's have a look, see what you get in the box, because we all like an unboxing. It's well packaged. Can't get it out. There we go. So this side, got a few little packages. Got your ball inflator, and I think that's for sort of inflatables. And another little adapter there. A little clip on. Never quite figured out what these do. I think it's just for clipping. Oh, slightly different adapter. I've got one on my Makita pump as well, but I've never used it. Comes with a little hose to connect it to the machine. Got a quick release fitting to plug it into the unit, and then your usual standard tyre valve adapter on that end. USB cable for charging, and a little satin bag for it to go in. Ooh. Right, and then this is the unit, and we got the instructions there. We'll have a look at those a bit later. There you go, chunky thing. I'll probably need to charge it up, but yeah, got your torch there. Got there. Oh, you got connectors, USB output, and your USB-C, is it, for plugging in the charger. New standard one, and that's where you connect that in like that, twist and a turn. Oh, no, sort of reassuring click. Yeah, that's quite nice. There we go, and that's on there, ready to go. See if there's any power on it. Turn it on. There you go. So you've got pressure display and the pressure setting preset, set for car, and the battery is full, so it doesn't need charging. Okay, I'll read the instructions and we'll go through it. Right, hold the press. Yeah, took a little while doing the video on this, getting around to testing it and all that kind of thing, and then in between that they sent me a new improved version. That way, slightly bigger. This one allegedly jump starts vehicles, cars and motorcycles, and it's got sort of lots of yeah, overcharge protection over current, reverse polarity overload, spark proof over voltage. So it comes with the same sort of thing. It's got a screw in adapter rather than this quick release one on here. Yeah, the quick release one is a lot a lot easier to use. This one you have to sort of twiddle the hose around to get it connected. So I don't think you'll connect this one and disconnect this one a lot. I think you'll just leave it connected. It comes with a nice little armoured case, but unfortunately you do have to take this off if you have it in the case, because yeah, that won't bend around in the case. But a nice case nevertheless, and because it's a jump start, it comes with a set of leads and then a little box of there's a little box of electronics in there with LEDs, warning LEDs and that kind of thing. Yeah, and brass terminals on there. Don't think they're gold plated. No, but it will be interesting to see whether it works. Yeah, and there's the terminals in there to put the jump pack onto. It does say, to be fair, on the instructions that, you know, only jump a vehicle that sort of battery's about 50%, so not totally flat. It's just to give a little helping hand. But yeah, you see these sort of things on YouTube all the time, people using these little power packs. And then under here, like the other one, you've got your USB, old style USB-C ports there for charging the unit. And the same thing, they both charge up. Hang on, let me find a charging lead. And here we go, let's pop that on there. And then something to charge. There you go, microphone. So you pop that in there like that. And then it doesn't say any instructions, but on this one you just quickly press it and that turns on the charging mode like that. And that's sort of charging nicely. Okay, turn it off. This one, I think you need to turn the unit on for it to charge. Yeah, so you just hold that down for a few seconds, let it come on. There you go, and then that's charging like that on that one. So yeah, as well as the inflator, you can recharge all your phones and stuff like that, so that's quite handy. Okay, and then so we'll turn this one, we'll turn them both on, turn that one on like that, turn this one on. Again, you hold it down to come on fully. Those are the displays. Not too bad. They're clear, sort of, you know, out of the sunlight. In the sunlight, they're a bit difficult to read. And then you've got your functions here, so you can move your pressure up and down that you want to pump in, and then you can set your range. So motorcycle, bicycle, beach balls, pumping up humans. Yeah, that kind of thing. And then the same on here, cars, motorcycles, bicycles, beach balls, pumping up humans. Yeah, so that's all that, that's all that. And then you've got a torch on both of them. So you've got a torch on that one and a torch on that one if you're stuck out somewhere in the night. It also has an SOS function on it, I think, both of them. Yeah, that's just flashing, and I think the next one, that one's SOS, and then that one's faster. Yeah, I think on, slow flashing, fast flashing. So take this one to a desert island with you, so you can get the attention of overflying aircraft, but not this one. Okay, so that's the torch. And then the other thing is the compressor. So you set your pressure on both of them. So set your pressure like that, and then connect it to whatever your vehicle is, and then press go. Brace yourselves. Okay, and then this one's the same. You press the power button. This one's a lot noisier than that one, I think, because of the size of the battery it's got in it. Okay, yep. So I think that's all the functions on there. So a function I didn't tell you about is you can change the pressure settings on both units. So on the T20, you've got a function button here. You just press it and then you can scroll between PSI, bar, kPa and kilograms centimetre squared, whatever random one that is, and then quickly turn it back to PSI. And then on the T10 unit, the menu button, you hold it down for a little bit longer and it will scroll to bar, and then hold it down a little bit longer again and it will scroll to kPa, hold it down again and it will scroll to kilograms centimetre squared. Quickly turn it back to PSI. Oh, that's better. Yeah, there you go. I've been using this one. I did use it on my MGB. The tyres were all low, about 15 PSI. It's been standing a while. And I did run round and put 15 PSI in all 4 tyres on a single charge. And then I have been going round and connecting them to, you know, tyres of the fleet, just popping air in them. And yeah, they're sort of quite handy for that. So yeah, so that's that. Let's see if this will work as a jump pack as well. So unplug that, plug in the old jumpy pack like that. And there you go, it's got flashing green and a red, which means, so the green light should turn on when power is detected. So we don't turn the unit on, it's just going straight from the battery. And then we hit the start button. So let's get you over there. Okay, got it connected to my GS. And as you can see, I've had it on this trickle charger for ages. And the, I don't know if you can see, the clock is on. But yeah, as soon as you turn this off, it drops down to about 3 volts. This battery's had it, yeah, about 5. So that's about, yeah, it will drop down quite quickly. Yeah, so what we'll do is, this is under 50%, so we'll connect this up, see what happens. So clock's gone out, so the battery is really flat. So it may not work on this. This is a approved BMW battery extender clamp on there, because in their infinite wisdom they tuck it under the tank so you can't get onto it. So we'll connect it on. So it's come up with a green light. Can you see the green light? Come up with a green light like that. Clock is on. Let's turn the ignition on, see if anything happens. Should hear the ABS, petrol pump and all that sort of thing start. Let's get the choke in the choke position. Okay, light, well, lights on, everything. Let's put that on, give it a crank. It hasn't been started for a while, so, but that's quite impressive. Okay, what's it done? Come up with a red. What's a red? Let's have a look. So to be fair to it, we're asking a lot. I mean, this battery is absolutely toast. You take voltage off of it and it will drop down to 2.5 volts, you know, within a sort of 30 seconds. So we're working it beyond its parameters, but I have started it, jumped it on another battery, just got another car battery connected to it, putting a bit of charge in on it. So what I'll do is I'll disconnect it off of the battery and we'll see if it will start on that jumper, because it definitely won't start with that battery in there, even with a bit of voltage in there, because it's absolute toast. So give it one more go. But as I say, to be fair, it is asking a lot of it. Let's disconnect that off there so we don't set the garage on fire. Try and get this back on the old batteroony. Plug that on there. Plug that on there. Green light. Ignition on. Everything working. There you go. But yeah, you can see how dead that battery is. As soon as you disconnect it, bike dies. So yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. The leads got a bit warm the first time, but I was cranking it over on choke and old fuel, as you can tell by the fog in here. But yeah, it'd get you out of trouble if you've got somebody in the family who's prone to leaving the interior light on or the radio on. Might be something handy to have stuck in the glove box. If I've got one criticism, I prefer the quick release fitting on the hose on the T10 model rather than this T20 with the screw on one. But apart from that, that's my only gripe. Disconnect that and then we'll see how much charge it's got. Turn it back on, saying it's green. Yeah, there you go. Right, I'm going to open the door. So there you go, that's the Asmax T10 T20. What I didn't show you was the T20 also comes with adapters as well for blowing up beach balls, bicycles and humans. Yeah, it's having a well-deserved charge after that performance. So yeah, quite impressive. They've both got, I've had a look sort of with a torch inside, they've both got cooling fans on them, so they're cooling when they're running, so they don't get over hot. Better than some of the portable compressors you can get, you know, that you have to plug into the cigarette lighter. So you've got to trail the cigarette lighter cable out, you know, to sort of get to your tyres, and they always pull out the cigarette lighter. So much better than that, nice and portable. This one I would suggest is small enough to take with you if you're on a motorcycle, going out and about, maybe trials riding or something. So maybe you have to let the tyres up and down occasionally, so as you're getting all hot and sweaty with a hand pump. You can use that, so quite handy, and also charge your phone up if you're sort of out miles away from somewhere. Yeah, this one more useful, probably easier to store in a car. And then you've got the added bonus of the jump start function on it, which seems to work. And as with all these devices, you know, don't charge it overnight in your bedroom when you're asleep. Sort of charge them when you're around and about, and make sure you don't leave them so they, you know, overcharge. Just that sort of caveat, buyer beware and all that. Any gripes? Not really. They could do with some sort of, you know, like a pad on the back for them. They're sort of designed to stand up on their ends like that, but you know, once you've got that on a tyre, it's going to sort of fall over. Same with this one, it's got little offsets for feet there, so it stands up on its ends, but could maybe do with some little, you know, bumpers on the bottom, because that's probably where they'll spend most of their time. Yeah, prefer the quick release on the T10 like that, but I would suspect taking this in and out a lot over the years would probably end up breaking. So the one on the T20 is where you screw it in, old style, is probably a lot more robust, and they have different ends on as well. Not just sure if it's just the leads on this one, but yeah, that's got the old style clamp on, which some people find quite awkward and tend to let a lot of air out. They panic a bit. This one you just sort of screw on, but then you know, if you've got small wheels, motorcycle wheels, scooter wheels and that, you might struggle to get this in on the valve sometimes, so that might be the better option. So there you go, that's the Asmax T10 and T20, and as I said before, the T10 is an inflator, torch and a power pack for charging up USB devices, and then the T20 does all that as well, but also has the jump pack facility on it as well, you know, so you can jump vehicles. I would say the T10 is probably more useful, you know, if you're on a motorbike. It's not that big, you know, easy to sort of tuck away somewhere. You know, you could sort of just strap it to the side or under the seat somewhere. Maybe put it in a poly bag though. Yeah, so it's 2.5 inches wide. What's that, 6.5 centimetres, and then it's just over 6.5 centimetres, sorry, 6.5 inches long, 17 centimetres, and 4.5 centimetres deep, 1 3/4 inches. And the T20 is the same sizes apart from the width, where that is 3.5 inches wide, 9 centimetres. So there you go, that's the Asmax T10 and T20 portable inflators and power packs. Yeah, if you like them or are interested in them, they've offered me a little discount code to give to you, which is down below in the description box. And also I think they're available on Amazon and on their own, Asmax on their own site. So there'll be links for that down below as well, so you can go and have a little look. Yeah, yeah. Well, this one as well. You can pretend you're Juliet Bravo. Yeah. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give us a little like and hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, cheerio. Why didn't I give you these? Well, these are too smart for you, Jenkins. Tyre inflators, battery packs, jump start. Asmax T10 and T20. Here you go, Jenkins, for your road trip. I've invented this sort of, and then the Asmax